Hey guys, Limit Fisherman here once again, and I want to thank you guys for giving me those 15 likes on the previous video. So I'm bringing this out a little bit late than the 15 likes that I asked for. It's right at 19 likes right now, and I appreciate it for a 16+ minute video. You know, I feel like that's pretty good. And also, in the meantime, I think it was probably yesterday or the day before, I hit 400 subscribers. So thank you to the new guys that have joined the Limit Fisherman train. And let's go ahead and get into this, man. We got a lot of plastics to get into. It was right at about 50 bags of plastics, and then I probably have like close to 10 bags or little whatever I guess they're bags of different types of jig heads, shaky heads, and darter heads that I got, and also some different little tackle boxes. I would normally say Plano, but those are all actually, I believe, Bass Pro Shops brand, which seems just fine to me. And like I said, I got all these discount prices from someone, an older guy named Bill Shaw that I fish, the bass clubs with, and he's like an 80-year-old guy. Awesome, man. I remember winning my first little big fish. The first time I ever won money in a tournament, he was there. I won't ever forget that. He's moving, and he's kind of laying in the towel. He sold his boat and everything. He's not going to be doing fishing anymore, but really good guy, and he's selling them. I should have taken some pictures, man. If I could go back, and I might go back again and buy some more of those tackle boxes there, because he's selling them at a really good price, and they're not really rusty, and even if they are, you can get little rust-proof little things to put in there, and that shouldn't even be an issue. So I'm looking forward to getting back there, but money's tight after all the money I dropped on there. But let's go ahead and get into this, man. We got a lot, and I don't want to keep it down. So I got these Gigi jig heads, different sizes. I think I got 3/16 and quarter, and I probably have 3 or 4 of each. And it's a really good jig head. I've actually got one here that I was fishing with yesterday on Lake Oconee, and the hook was straightened out, so I untied it, and it doesn't look too, see there? So I don't even want to use it, because even if you straighten it back to normal, it's just not the same. It's going to flex even more, and it's just going to keep on straightening on you. So, but anyway, I like these. I really like the Gigi jig heads that instead of that metal deal there, it has a spring. Those ones have a 5/0 hook. This has a 4/0. You're going to get a little bit better hookups. And I'll go back, and I think he's got a few different sizes, but they might all be gone by then. We got a lot, and it's going to be a random stream of these plastics. There's going to be no well thought out deal. There's just so much here. And here I got a 4-inch shad shaped worm, and I could use this on a scrounger head. It's in a baby bass color. I can use this on a scrounger head. I can use this on a finesse Alabama rig. I can use this on a regular size Alabama rig. You can drop shot this. You can even shaky head this maybe if you wanted. But you're better off just doing the other techniques with this. And man, it's just going to be a good little finesse worm, especially around the spawn. You can drop shot that. And then I got a bunch of them just because I had never seen those before, and they're real expensive at Sugar Creek Marina. I had never bought them before, but they're really expensive at Sugar Creek Marina, so the place where I normally buy these plastics. Here's a different one, watermelon black and red. Same deal though. Really interesting little worm. And then here's probably my new favorite shaky head worm. It's the Mag Shaky Head. It's probably about a 6 or 7 inch lure. This is watermelon seed, and this is the actual lure. This is the actual plastic right here, and I have a bunch of them. I've only bought a few of those, and I bought some more at Bass Pro Shops in another video that I'll be bringing you guys here probably when this video hits 15 likes or so. I might even bring this to 20 likes maybe. Let's up the ante. And here's a horny-toed Okeechobee crawl. I need some of these, man. I don't have many of these. I love fishing holly-bolly frogs. And also I'm experimenting using these as a trailer on the buzzbait, taking the skirt off, doing that deal. And the same worm we talked about earlier in blue pearl silver flake. Really good shad imitator. Be good in a little bit off-colored water. Maybe the really clear gin water, I'd want something that's a lot more translucent, but it could work still too. And in here, I love Old Monsters. 10.5 inch watermelon candy worm, plastic worm. I'll bring that in the light. And I love those, man. I got me a few packs of those. I should have got more, but I didn't want to buy too much. And then here's one of my other really favorite shaky head baits. Is some sort of a heavy bait, like a stick bait. 4-inch Yamasenko here, watermelon with black flake. And the color, you know, there's a lot of different colors, but that, you know, 4 to 5 inch Senko on a shaky head is just awesome, especially if you're fishing a little bit deeper water and or you're fishing heavily pressured lakes where they're always using a trick worm or a finesse worm. Spotted bass really like them, I think, and it's a really great worm. A Konami Flash, another Senko type bait, and green pumpkin, 4 inch. And the same thing we saw earlier, that shad imitator worm there. 4 inch Yamasenko here, and green pumpkin, black flake. Same worm we saw earlier, baby bass. I got another Zoom. It's a Z-nail. It's a straight-tailed worm, and it's got a heavy. It's kind of heavy, so you could use this Texas rig. You know, light flipping. You can or light pitching around docks. It'd be really good for that. Getting in brush piles. It could be a good sight fishing bait, just like most any soft plastics. But it could also be good on a shaky head too. I like that bait. It's gonna do some damage. It's gonna be something else I can use for a Senko, because any of you guys that fish worms a lot, you know when you get on a good worm bite, I mean, you go through some plastics. You better get good at gluing them too, because you're gonna go through a bunch if you really get into it. Another thing, watermelon seed, and that other one was watermelon candy. Same bait, just different color. Old Monster, 10.5 inch green pumpkin green. 10 inch worms this time of year in the post spawn and throughout most of the summer. Really good lures, really good plastics. And here I got a Smalley Beaver, 3.5 inch Dirty Sanchez. It's a really small creature bait, really small. It's similar to like the finesse, the smaller size of the Strike King rodent. Really nice, and it's got a nice color. I like that. And man, I love my Senko, so I kept stocking up in them, and you know, 2 or 3 different brands that he had. Konami baits, watermelon pepper, 4 inch Konami Flash. Just another version of a great lure stick bait, soft plastic stick bait. This is a Zoom horny toad here, and white, just regular plain white. And there's a lot you can do with, you know, a white color, you know, and if you use JJ's Magic, and you'll be hearing more about that. And here, Old Monster 10.5 inch worm June bug. Really great color if the water's got some color in it, and especially if you've got a lot of bluegill in the area, which you're going to probably have a lot of bluegill in the area during the spring and especially summer. And if you got dirty water post spawn, good bait. 5 inch Tiki stick here. It's another Senko stick bait, just in a different brand called Wave Worms. And this is a 5 inch one, watermelon red flake. And then here, trick worm, kiwi color. It's got a really interesting color, kiwi. I got 2 or 3 of those just because I liked it. And then here, Old Monster 10.5 inch red bug. Another good color, really good color in the summer. This right here is like a 8 inch dead ringer, watermelon red, Zoom bait. 8 inches, and it's got little ribs on it. I don't know if you can make it out, but it's got little ribs on it, and I like that from time to time. It's a little something different, man. Not a lot of people throw baits that have, you know, little ribs and stuff. And here is a very popular lure. It's a very small little finesse crawfish type bait, Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl and green pumpkin. Man, there's no telling how many Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl fish and green pumpkin have been caught, if that made any sense. There's no telling. And it's a great bait, man. You can Texas rig this for light pitching. You can flip this in heavy cover. You can Carolina rig it. You can wacky. Well, no wacky. What am I thinking? But you can do a lot of things with this bait. You can put it on the back of a big jig. You can put it on the back of a finesse jig. You can do a lot of things. Awesome bait. I really do like that in the summer. Z-nail watermelon seed. Same lure we covered before. And at $3.79, I bought these for $1.50 a piece, so that was the regular price. 5 inch thin Senko. And I want to show you the thin. Look at how much thinner that is compared to the ones you've seen before. That's going to be awesome. I got to get my hands on some more of these, even at regular price, because that's killer. And that's green pumpkin black flake. Same worm we covered before. All right. Alright, Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl, Watermelon Seed. I'm not pulling these from the other side, you see here. I'm going through it. I'm pulling them from the bag. I got a lot. 8-inch Dead Rigger Watermelon Red. Same one we covered. I'm not sure if that was the same color or not. Same thing we covered earlier. And Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl, another pack in the Watermelon Seed. You can see here where I'm grabbing them too. I got another Shaky Head. This is a 1/4 ounce, the Giggy ones. These are really good heads, man. I like them so far a lot. And then here, if I could open this pack, I got these darter heads. Bass Pro Shops darter heads, and I got them in 3/16 and 1/4, and I think 1 pack of each. And you can ignore this other jig head that's in there. I just randomly put that in there when I was going through some tackle yesterday. Alright, let's put that back in there. Alright. Same Cinco 5-inch Tiki Stick Christmas tree color. It's an interesting name for a color. A Trick Worm Green Pumpkin Red. That's a really good color, Green Pumpkin Red. And then this is right here. Tiki Stick 5-inch Red Bug Chartreuse tip. And I like that chartreuse tip, especially if you got a little color in the water and you're fishing around in the spring and summer. Bluegill, you know, having that little bit of chartreuse and that contrast, I like it a lot. And that Z-Nail Watermelon Candy, another one. And then here I got a Salty Super Fluke Baitfish color. And it's a really nice color. You can do a lot with a fluke. So, Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl and Green Pumpkin once again. I got a lot of those, man. I like them. And then I'll show you where I'm pulling them out too, maybe. And this is a 3/16 ounce Shaky Head. So as you can see, I got several of the different ones. And I got a Giggy Head, once again, 3/16. And then right here, this is something old school. Old school. And he had them laying up there, and no one was really buying them. But these worms will catch fish. It's a cream bait. And I remember years ago on Falcon, Paul Elias, you know, one of the baits he used to break that huge record with the Elite Series was a 12-inch cream worm similar to this, but this is a 6-inch. Shimmy Babe. It's 27 worms in 1 pack, and it's kind of like a green pumpkin or a black color maybe, with a little bit of light red, I guess that is, or red or orange. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm colorblind, which is god-awful terrible. Don't ask. Don't make fun of me. Don't judge. And another one, cream. This one is, let's see, it doesn't even name the color on the front. I thought that was the color. Shimmy Babe was the color, but it's not. This is like a green pumpkin. It's a really nice, but a translucent type green pumpkin. Almost like a watermelon. It's a really interesting color. Really soft baits, and that, trust me, they will still catch fish. And here's a package from one of them, the Giggy Sticks things that I've taken off. And we got another pack of the ones that I just showed you, that watermelon green pumpkin type cream 6-inch worm. Same one we've colored earlier, that baby bass. And then Reaction Innovations Sweet Beaver 4.20, which I guess is like 4 1/4. That's what that stands for. I don't really use their lures that much. In green goby. Wave Worm Stick Bait 5-inch Tiki Stick Watermelon Red Flake. I love my Cincos, and you will absolutely go through a ton of them in a year's time. There's just no telling how many you'll go through. Same thing we went through earlier, Baitfish Color Salty Super Fluke. And we're getting towards the end, guys. Another one, baby bass. Same thing we did earlier. Ultra Vibe Speed Call, Watermelon Red, or Watermelon Seed. Ultra Vibe Speed Call, Green Pumpkin. And then we'll go through our tackle boxes here. Hopefully I can wrap this up before 16 minutes. I got a whole bunch of these 3600, not a whole bunch, I got 4 of these 3600 size. Use these for more technique specific stuff. Probably going to use these a lot for specific types of jigs. You know, I'll use one for like flipping jigs, another one for casting jigs, you know, stuff like that. I really need to organize my jigs a little better. I think that's what these will be, technique specific type deals. And then they're all Bass Pro Shops brands. And then I got 5 3700 series in different kinds. And they have the old handles, which aren't as good, but hopefully they'll last. If they don't, man, they were $2 a pop. So I'll use these. One's going to be for my frog probably for my hollow belly frog ones, because I need a bigger box. I bought a whole bunch of them, and that 3600 is just not quite cutting it. It's completely filled to the max, and I still got a few more that I want to buy because I just love using them. And I thought I'd buy this too. It's like an orange or yellow. Don't make fun of me, the colorblind. Box here. I like that. I can use it for something different. Like I said, old handles, and I've got one in here, 3700. And actually, these are Plano. I just realized that. I didn't notice it before. And it has the regular handles, which will be nice. They should last longer. And I think they're all the 3700s were Plano. Yeah. And I want to get back to buy some more of those. But anyway, let's wrap this up quick. I hope you enjoyed. I got another little order video coming to you real soon. Once this video gets to 20 likes, so if you've made it this far, drop a like, comment. Let me know you enjoyed. I bring these kind of videos because I think there's people that can learn from this. You know, certain baits that guys use that have success with. I think there's, you know, guys that are starting out. You can know, hey, green pumpkin, watermelon seed, watermelon red, baits with black flake. Those are good colored lures. Let's go get me some. You know, you don't have to mess around with buying a whole bunch of colors that, you know, a lot of people aren't, you know, that aren't as productive. But, you know, color doesn't matter as much, but as you would think, I really don't think it does. Just use something a little different and something that's good for the water clarity. You'll be all right, especially plastic worms. They're going to bite them. But as far as, you know, certain plastics that are good, it's good to know, hey, okay, he likes that certain type of trick worm for a shaky head. That's good to know. I'll buy me some. So this has been Limit Fisherman. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're all doing well. I got some more videos coming. Bye-bye.